Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to all my followers, all my subscribers, and the ones that actually listen and apply the information that I give, okay? Today I received the email. The email reads, "Hi, I went to the doctor for a pap smear and they are saying they see abnormal cell growth and that I would need to do some cutting off of the cervix. Do you have anything I can buy to get rid of that?" Okay, let's go into depth about what's going on here. So clearly we can see that she's having some abnormal growth on her cervix. So to answer the question, firstly, I'm gonna say this. Before you even think about buying anybody's herbal products or buying my herbal products, or before I even recommend you anything, make sure you have in your mind that you are gonna have to change your diet. And I'm not talking about just cutting off a few things. Like, you gotta do a complete turnaround from everything that you have been eating. Because the things that you have been eating, that's what's causing the abnormal cell growth in the first place. Okay, so have in your mind that you're gonna have to do some deep cleansing of the body, deep cleansing of the tissues of your body, deep cleansing of the cells of the body. In order to do that, you gotta be on an all fruit diet. You gotta work yourself to this all fruit diet. So have in your mind that you gotta do this. Because one thing I don't like is enough people get the products, but they still eat the same thing, or they eat fruits, but at the same time, the next day they're gonna eat meat again. That's not the way how you do it. Or they eat fruits for 2 days, and after that they go back to eating meat, or go back to eating dairy products. All these things is what stagnates the body. All these things is what stagnates the lymphatic system. And as we keep on going, you will see that this is the main cause of this problem that we're seeing here. You have to understand that the body is made up of trillions and trillions of cells that makes up the organs, that makes up the systems of the body. So if the cells that makes up the systems of the body is compromised by the lymphatic system not filtering out the waste, because the cervix, in her case, remember, is made up of trillions of cells. It's made up of cells. These cells that makes up the cervix eat just like how you eat. They poop just like how you poop. But whenever you poop, your elimination place is the toilet, okay? Theirs is the lymphatic system. But if this lymphatic system is compromised or stagnated or backed up because the kidneys is down, because the kidneys filter out the lymphatic system. So if this lymphatic system is stagnated, and whenever the cells go to poop, or whenever the toxins that's inside of your body that's inside those specific areas, if it cannot get eliminated correctly through this lymphatic system because it's backed up, then this toilet starts to overflow. Whenever this toilet starts to overflow, the toxins starts to spill out, just like if your toilet overflowed inside the restroom. Imagine if you kept on using the toilet, or tried to keep on flushing the toilet if the toilet is backed up already. You end up having a mess on the floor, right? Okay. So this is what's going on in the cervix. And the toxins that is causing this is acids. You can only be one or the other. You can either have an alkaline body or an acidic body. If you happen to have an acidic body, then guess what? The cells, the acid that is on top of the cells is going to start burning up these cells. Okay? And then it's going to make a mucus response come from the body. So mucus is going to come to try to pull these acids out. The mucus is a part of the lymphatic system. But if this lymphatic system is backed up, then guess what? All of this mucus stimulation that is going to be on top of the cervix is going to start to suffocate the cells. Then the cells is going to start to die off, cellular apoptosis, or is going to start to divide themselves uncontrollably, cellular mitosis. And that's what we are seeing is going on with her cervix. The cell growth is the cells dividing themselves And that's what's causing the problem, because of the backed up lymphatic system. And that's why I always use the analogy of the toilet inside your house, to make you better understand what's going on inside the body. You cannot hoard the body. If the foods that you are eating, that you are consuming, is hoarding the body, or is keeping the body from eliminating, if it's blocking up these elimination pathways, which is your colon, for the macro foods that is coming out of your body, which is the foods that you don't digest whenever you eat, the solids that come out your colon whenever you go to use the restroom. If your colon is backed up, that is going to cause problems. That is going to cause constipation. But guess what? The cells also go to the restroom, and their toilet is the lymphatic system. Okay, so if their toilet is backed up, which deals with the micro waste of the body, then guess what? The backup is going to happen in particular areas. It don't matter if you have breast cancer. It don't matter if you have breast so-called cancer. I'm gonna say this because I don't even like to use that word, because there's no such thing. It don't matter if you have growths on the breast, growths on the liver. It don't matter, any organ in the body. We're gonna call that an acidic condition, where the body is stimulating the mucus to go and try to pull it out, but you kept on eating the same diet over and over again for a long period of time. And then after that, the very system that was supposed to be eliminating these toxins and these acids from the body got stagnated. And now it's overflowing. Now the cells in that particular area is dying off, and it's depriving it of oxygen. So now you have a problem like this. See that? So change the diet. All grape diet. That's what I recommend. That's what herbalist Uriyahu, herbalist Uriah, me, that's what I recommend you get on. All grape diet. That's going to start to break up and get the kidneys filtering correctly, first of all, so then the lymphatic system can start moving. And once this lymphatic system starts moving, it starts moving and pulling all these acids that is on the cervix from the cervix, and it's going to start filtering out the body. And then once this happens, that's whenever you start seeing that the cells start to regenerate themselves. They're starting to get the oxygen back again. Okay? I'm not saying this is going to happen overnight. It takes time to heal. You got to give your body time to heal itself from all the years and years of you neglecting your body by putting in processed foods, by eating things that have gluten in it, that basically acts like a glue inside the body, by eating all these different starchy foods that acts as a glue inside the body, that sticks things together, that sticks cells together, and the next thing you know, you have tumors. You see that? So all these different foods that you are consuming, and then tying in acids inside of it that's burning the heck out of the cells, you got to get all this stuff out. And the only way to get it out is with hydration. You must hydrate the body. You must cleanse the body. You must cleanse the body deeply to start pulling out all of these things. You got to go deep with this. It's a journey, but you have to get up on it, because if not, then it don't matter if they cut off. You see, whenever they don't know what they're doing, they start cutting stuff off. It's not going to fix the problem. It's going to do a temporary fix. Temporary. Because your lymphatic system is still backed up. Next thing you know, it's going to start growing on another part of the body, or another part of the cervix. The backup is going to start growing on that. The acids is going to start building up on another part. Next thing you know, you're going to have another growth. See that? You have to heal holistically. So in order to get the toxins flowing outside the body, you must do a systematic cleanse. The first thing you need to get on, or the first thing that you need to be targeting, is the kidneys, so it can start filtering out this waste from the lymphatic system. Okay? So what I would recommend for you is my cellular regeneration detox kit. And not only that, you should also get the female reproductive formulas, #1 and #2, because they both are anti-tumors. So they'll be good for strengthening that reproductive system also. But before you get on that, make sure you get on this grape fast. Grapes. You can work yourself to this grape fast. You don't have to just jump straight on it. But if you have the strength to do that, it'll be best if you would do it. Just go ahead on and go straight to it. You know, try going 2 weeks on it, you know, and then you could break it off by eating other fruits, and then, you know, going back at it, you know, that way you can wean yourself. And as you get stronger, you know, you can go on a longer grape fast. 30 days grape fast, that's going to be getting a lot of toxins outside your body, and not only in the cervix area, but inside your whole entire body. See that? The problem is we are eating way too much, and we are not giving our bodies time to detox and cleanse itself. Okay? We got to start eating natural. We got to start eating foods that's going to actually eliminate outside of our body correctly. If we don't, this stuff is going to keep on happening. It's going to keep on happening. If your elimination pathways, or if the pathways period inside your body is blocked up, if it's stagnated, you're going to have problems. You're going to have serious problems. And what I mean by the pathways, I'm talking about the lymphatic system. I'm talking about the circulatory system. I'm talking about the nervous system. Everything that have a pathway, the blood cells passing through it, the elimination system, which is mucus, flowing through it to pull all of the toxins from the body that naturally builds up by the body outside of the body. If all these things become backed up, just like a traffic jam, then guess what? No nutrients is going to be getting transported to different cells of the body. No nutrients is going to be getting transported to different cells of the body. So you're going to be deprived of oxygen. You're going to be deprived of all these different nutrients, iron, everything. So the cells are going to start getting weak. They're going to start dying off. The key to healing is opening up the elimination pathways and having not only the elimination pathways open, but all pathways of the body flowing correctly. So that's what you have to do. You can't be hoarding the body. You can't do it. And another analogy I'm going to give is like a person that is cooking food, and they're dirtying up pots and pans and like all these different things, all these different dishes, and they're not taking the time to wash the dishes. They're just leaving it inside the dish, next thing inside of the sink. And then next thing you know, the dishes don't only be inside the sink, now it's on top of the counter. And they're still not washing the dishes. They're still not cleaning up behind themselves, but yet they're still trying to eat. They're still trying to cook. Now you got more pots, but now those pots is now on the floor. Now those pots are now in other areas. Now they're on the kitchen table somewhere. Now you got a whole kitchen. Now you got a whole kitchen full of dirty dishes. And now flies are starting to come inside the house. You see that? And then again, you're not even taking out the trash. So now you got trash piling up inside the house, which is the body. Okay? So now you got all these different toxins and trash build up inside of the house that's starting to build up. So what you have to do is you got to start cleansing. You got to start cleaning. You got to start pulling out all these different waste products from the house. Okay? If not, then you're going to keep on seeing things growing. You're going to start seeing mold coming. You're going to start seeing all these different things forming inside the body. You're going to start seeing little microbes, parasites growing because you're refusing to clean the kitchen or clean the house or go and unclog the toilet, which is the lymphatic system. You see that? So now inside each and every room inside your house, you are starting to get a buildup of dirty things. You're not even washing the clothes. You got clothes backed up inside, piled up, dirty clothes backed up inside the house. You're not even doing the laundry. You see that? So I'm comparing it to basic living because it's going to help you understand what's going on inside the body. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We can't eat foods that is going to deprive ourselves of the nutrients, the hydration, and everything else. We got to keep things flowing properly. Uriyahu checking out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you get on this cleanse. Fruits. If you're serious about healing, get on all fruit diet right now. You shouldn't be putting nothing else inside your body. And once you get the hang of that, once you make sure of yourself that you're going to be taking this seriously, then I recommend you go and get my cellular regeneration detox kit and start working on that. Well, that's going to start actually assisting your body in pulling out all these toxins. So that's my answer for that. Peace. Shalom.